Hello Sagittarius, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Sagittarius for the week of November 15th. Now Sag, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Sagittarius, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a DM from somebody or a message, that is not me, that is someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. I also do daily content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment to let me know what you think. Let's see what we have here for you, Sag. All right. Make sure everything's in view, and then we'll get right into it here for you. All right. That looks just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Five of Pentacles. So this is obviously can be a challenging card. You know, the first thing that your mind goes to when you see the Five of Pentacles is like financial loss. However, in my experience as a reader, I found that this card is more closely associated with the thoughts that you have around money. Some sort of poverty consciousness or scarcity thinking coming through with the Five of Pentacles here. And so I don't feel like, taking a look here, I don't see any cards of loss. I don't see anything like that. What I see is disappointment that maybe is spiraling into like, I'm never going to have anything, or spiraling into like negative thoughts around money, getting your needs met, something like that going on here. That's what I see. So take that as it resonates, but I don't see any indicators of loss. In fact, what I see here is stability and healing, if anything. Especially if you look at this row, we have double fours and a card of healing in the middle. I feel like this Five of Pentacles can be relating, just taking a look here, can be relating to a career situation or a love situation, family situation, something like that. But we'll see what comes forward here. Now, right away in the middle, you have the Temperance card. So this is a very nice card to get. This is a card of healing. And you can see the person on the card here. In this case, it's kind of hard to tell, but this is like an angel. And so it doesn't matter if you're religious or you're not religious or whatever you believe in or don't believe in. This is a card of healing, angelic healing of any sort of type. And with that, balancing out your fire and your water here. So it's also making like moderate or like, cool-headed, level-headed decisions, coming to a place of balance, moderation, patience. And with that, it can also indicate a turnaround because it comes after the potential upheaval of the Death card. And it says that your situation's turning around for the better. So that's what I'm feeling here. Perhaps you've been in a prolonged period of not having a job, or of a period of time where you've like maybe been in like some sort of negative thinking mode here, is what I'm feeling for many of you, where that's about to change, especially because you have this Ace of Wands below it. But fours are stability, and the 14 Temperance here is healing. So I feel like you're coming to a place of healing. Now, in the past, you have the Hierophant, the Four of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. I wonder if some of you have gotten married recently. You have like a very clear marriage combination here with the Four of Wands and the Hierophant. I do wonder if you've been thinking about marriage or something along those lines. Hierophant, card of tradition. It can also indicate, which is why it's associated with marriage, but it can also indicate the place that you work, your organization that you're a part of. I like to call it the place that you work in most cases, or a mentor. However, I feel like there could have been, like, some of you may, if you have not gotten married recently, you could have taken a job or something, or there was maybe something involving a job or something like that that's been going on here. I know I just talked about how there could have been a prolonged period of ending, but these are multiple timelines, multiple storylines that I'm getting, so you do have to understand that. You have this Four of Wands here as well. This is the marriage card. So you have a card that's typically associated with marriage plus the actual marriage card. When you combine them, it's a big sort of energy in that way. You can see the people here in a ceremony with their family. And so if it's not marriage though, it's foundations and achievements. That's why I'm like, maybe some of you have had a prolonged period of not having a job, but I feel like that's less of you. I feel like that's less. I feel like if anything, there's been a firm foundation set for you here with this Four of Wands and the Hierophant, and it's just some sort of doubt that's creeping into the back of your mind. You also have this Three of Pentacles here, which is like recognition from colleagues, from people you work with. This is somebody who's a builder of quality work, does good things in the workplace and what they do. And so I'll be very interested to see how we clarify this reading, because there are a bunch of different timelines here that's kind of coming forward. So at any rate, right away in the middle, you have the Five of Cups, the Temperance, and the Ace of Wands. So we talked about how I feel like for some of you, this is a turnaround. So if you've been financially challenged recently, that situation could turn around with the Temperance card. If there's been a challenge in the marriage, that could also be indicated there. For others of you, there's been a challenge in the team environment, in the workplace. Maybe there's a challenging person there. Taking a look here, and you also have this Five of Cups on your mind. This upper row is the row of your thoughts, what's on your mind, and this person here is sitting in disappointment. Okay, they're thinking about the Three Cups that are familiar to them, but they don't realize that there are two cups behind them overflowing or upright here. And so it talks about looking on the bright side. As cliche as that is, that's the essence of the Five of Cups. That's how you fix the Five of Cups dilemma. And so I feel like, as you get this Five of Cups in the mind row, it's less about actually happening, which would be this middle row, and more about what's going on in your mindset here around disappointment and finance. You also hear in the lower row, which is the subconscious, the way that you're talking to yourself, the unexpected, the unseen, the dream world, is the Ace of Wands, which is an incredibly good card. It's a passionate new beginning in the tarot. This is the spark of life. This is a very good card if you've been looking to start an enterprise or a business or a side hustle or anything like that. If it is not, it's an invitation from the universe, especially as you have the Temperance card. I do want to point out, and I can't believe I am just saying this now, Sag, the Temperance card is the Sagittarius card. And so for you, I feel like you are in probably the most important position in this spread, at least from the way that I read it, in that this card spills into the rest of the cards. So I don't want to say like all eyes on you, but what I feel like saying is like you hold the key to the problem that you're dealing with here, and you're turning it around. And there could be some sort of download or insight that comes from the universe here with this Ace of Wands. In the future, of the Ten of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, and the High Priestess, eventually you're going to be totally happy here. This is another card of family. Okay, some of you have either started a family, thinking about starting a family, popped the question, had the question pop to you, something like that going on here with this Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is total joy, celebration, happiness, a windfall of good times and emotions. Can also mean abundance in that the people on the bench own the home behind them. And you do have finances stabilizing here with the Four of Pentacles. This person is also seen as someone who's holding on to their pentacles just a little bit too tightly. And again, dipping into that scarcity mindset, whether or not it's happening, I don't see that happening with the other cards here. And you have this High Priestess, which is the most intuitive card in the tarot. Somebody who's diving deep in the water, diving deep within themselves to find the answers. It's also the Divine Feminine. And, we all have the Divine Feminine and Masculine within us. You tapping into your intuitive side, into your intuition to find answers here, especially as the Ace of Wands is next to it. So let's go ahead and clarify this. If you're enjoying this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, drop a comment to let me know what you think, and maybe share this video with a friend. Really appreciate you being here. And also check out my website. There's a link to that in the description below. You can sign up for my email list. So we had two cards here that wanted to almost fall off the table. You have Kuan Yin, care and compassion. Choose to be loved, do what is right for everyone involved, offer a helping hand. And you also have Brigid, inner strength, move back to wholeness, recognize that you have the power. So, love those two cards. You may need to do something for yourself here. I also think that there is a test of willpower being presented to you around an issue of stability, of scarcity. Like, I feel like everything you need is available, and I think it's tapping into your willpower in some way. You have Master Jesus, forgiveness. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible this time. Some of you could be quite literally dealing with that issue, father issue, or something like that. Maybe an issue within the family, something like that going on. Let's see what else we have here. It could have been that you come from a family where it's like somebody said, money doesn't grow on trees, Sagittarius, and you're working through those sorts of scarcity issues. Let's see here. Of course, when I was a kid, I'm a Sag rising. I was a smarty about it and said, actually, they do grow on trees. But at any rate, listen to your intuition and no need to worry. Big happy changes and take action. So those are amazing cards. Listen to your intuition, no need to worry, big happy changes. And yeah, so I'm going to sound like a broken record, but it is what it is. This situation's turning around. There's no other way for me to put it. And whatever worry is going on, the cards are saying that there's no need to worry. It's maybe even a good time for you to take a look at why that might be. Some of you, I feel like, are healing generational trauma. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Okay, so you have the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Six of Wands. Yeah, I mean, listen, transition. Okay, you're going through a transition. 666 energy is actually not a negative number. It's the media gets that number all messed up, but 666 is actually about transition and transformation. So, I do see you guys someone going through this at this time. The Six of Wands is public recognition, especially when combined with the Three of Pentacles, which is also someone getting rewarded and recognized for the work that they're doing within their team environment or within their teammates, their peers. And so some of you definitely, I feel like, are getting rewarded here. And you have this Ace of Cups, which anytime you get two or more aces in a reading, it's always a good sign. So you have this Ace of Cups, which is new happiness. I do feel like some of you maybe have met a long-term partner, got married, or started a long-term career, and there's just feelings of doubt creeping in here. The Six of Pentacles indicates that, this situation is going to eventually come around in your favor. It's the idea that the act of giving is just as important as receiving. And so, you can expect some situation to come around for you, whether that's a debt that needs to be repaid or somebody being true to their word, something like that going on. You have the Queen of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, 3 aces now. So that's a good sign. Yeah, this is just confirming to me that there's some sort of emotional situation going on. There's like negative thoughts here that are playing out, that are rendering here, that I feel like are causing you to stress. And you have this Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. There could be like literally like a gift of cash or an inheritance or a pay bump or a higher paying job being offered to you, like that you see and you investigate. That could be very good for you. There's something here coming around, and it's presenting itself as a new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Releasing yourself here, like the Hanged Man really needs to release themselves. They need to cut the cable and see where they land, see where they go, and free fall. They're also kind of contemplating the universe, but I like to read it as this idea of letting go, because, yeah, especially as you have the Temperance card under it, as you let go, you will be provided for and supported along your path. Queen of Wands could be you once again showing up. The Queen of Wands is somebody who's incredibly attractive. That's why I feel like with these 3 aces here, especially as you have an ace clarifying an ace, you're attracting many opportunities and invitations and new beginnings. So you have the Two of Swords, the Justice card, and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, so your destiny here is arriving in the future. You need to really listen to what your soul is telling to you, what your guides are telling you, the breadcrumbs that are being laid out and provided to you by the universe at this time with the Wheel of Fortune and the High Priestess, because it may be hidden in plain sight, which can be implicated with the or implied here with the High Priestess, and the Wheel of Fortune is just a positive change in luck, divine inspiration, divine wind of change coming in. The Justice, you have these two cards with the scales on them, as you can see here. And, for you, it's like you're really balancing something out. You really have some sort of karma coming around for you. It's just that there's this feeling here with the Two of Swords where you can't really see the road yet. And I do see you just like maybe even restricted in speech, or the way that you're talking to yourself around money could maybe be looked at, I feel like, at this time. That seems to be heavy meaning here in this reading, but there's like the clarifications are amazing. So yeah, let's see what else we have here. All right, let's see what other cards want to come forward. Okay, so you have poverty, concern, message of concern, sudden wealth, unexpected income, and toil and labor. So this sudden wealth is like the Wheel of Fortune kind of. You have the 777 energy. You have the unexpected income, random gift of cash, windfall, inheritance, or some sort of situation coming around here for you. Unexpectedly, I think it's going to work out for you. And like I said, this could also be like a pay bump or something like that. Like, I think there's something coming around, and this is well deserved because you've worked hard for it with toil and labor here. It's just that there's something on your mind that's troubling. And again, you have this poverty card with the Five of Pentacles, which is just your thoughts with concern and message of concern. I do feel like some of you are healing speech towards abundance, speech towards finances, speech towards money, and this is a sort of generational healing that you're doing, a sort of generational change that's working out. It could have very well been your father growing up. It's a bit of a specific message, but I do get the sense that that's what some of you are dealing with here. So it's a bit of a convoluted message, but sometimes this happens. There are multiple timelines here. I hope you found this useful. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website, zanintuitive.com. Always grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you in the next one.